Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your more in-depth reading for 2016. And I just pulled my microphone out. So there we go. I fixed it real fast. So this is for Aries. I wanted to make these videos more specific and more detailed, but I obviously can't do a reading for every single one of my subscribers. So what I did is I'm doing 3 readings basically for each sign. And now this is for the first decan, which is basically the first 10 days of Aries. So from about March 21st to March 30th, if you were born between those days and including on those days, then this video is the one you want to watch. Of course, you can watch all 3 videos for Aries. There will all be bits and pieces that I'm sure will, be important for you. But I wanted to again make the readings more specific for 2016. Do something special to thank my subscribers who have been awesome since I started doing this. So again, if you are not in between those days and you don't want to watch all 3, just go to the description and I have all the dates and with the links for the video that you want to watch for your birth dates. Depending, and there are basically 3 for each sign. Like I said, I split it up between the 10 days for of each sign. There's obviously 30 days, but the 10 days each little piece there, if you get what I'm saying. So for those of you again who are born between March 21st and March 30th, this reading is for you. So this year, 2016, you start off with the Jack of Spades. Great card, all about using resources. I feel like I just did a reading for Aries the other day as well where the Jack of Spades came up. So, I'd have to say this is probably a big message for you. And it's again all about using your resources. I started calling this card MacGyver the other day because that's kind of what it's like in your life. It's like you need to be a MacGyver. You need to look at all the tools you're given, and sometimes you might have to like fit some things together and combine some things that you've learned from the past and get some other knowledge from something else and put it all together to make things work. It makes life very exciting, actually. It's not that stressful or anything like that. The Jack of Spades doesn't get stressed out either. So if you have to do any of these things, by the way, it'll be very exciting. The other good news about the Jack of Spades is that it kind of it's one of those energies where it's you've already dealt with any situations that are going to come up in 2016, which is great. That might sound very stressful, but you have gained tools in the past with this card that have taught you how to deal with all of these situations. And so, you'll be able to deal with them this time, and it'll be so much easier and so much lighter, even things that were very challenging for you. And I mean, I think you have a lot of great stuff going on this year. Definitely a lot of work. I think a lot of you will be working in all areas of your life, by the way, not just work as in your job or your business or your career, but I think a lot of you are going to be very work focused this year. So this is a great card to start off with. Next, you have an even better card, the Ten of Diamonds, which represents more stability coming in. I'm getting that this year a lot of you are actually just going to be working more towards this like level of stability in your life. One where you're not having to be stressed out about bills even or even other things as well, like stressed about anything. I think a lot of you have seen the light the last few years and you want to build kind of a life for yourself. You want to build a life that's like a life for you, and that's what this card's really saying to me. And you want something that's more stable, more steady, not these like crazy extremes. And as I say and have said, on a global scale, when we look at the globe and we look at all this crazy news and all this crazy stuff that's going on, the global scale, things are not really going to settle down for a while, at least as far as I'm concerned, from what I can see and what I feel. But things will eventually settle down. But I've been saying for a while that I think things start to settle down for people in our personal lives moving into next year. I think things are going to kind of stabilize and settle down. We're still going to have challenges, and we'll always have challenges. We always do as people. But I just think the whole extreme thing in our life, where we've been experiencing these extremes, kind of balances out, and I think that's what this card is coming in to tell you. So another really great message. Next, you have the Eight of Hearts, which is great as well. You have a lot of really great cards. It does look very positive. Again, I think it's going to be a lot of hard work, though. If I were to have to say, what will your like challenge be? And I'm going to be doing a challenge video, by the way, for 2016, probably next week for every single sign. I'm not going to break it down probably by like I'm doing it here, 3 videos for each sign, but I'll have one video for each sign basically about the challenges, but I would have to say that your challenge is going to be work and balancing work in your life and what you want to work on and what you want to work towards as well. Although, you have the Jack of Spades there in the beginning. You have the Queen of Clubs coming up at the end, which represents hard work and working hard and doing a lot of work. So, I think you'll definitely be able to handle it. Let's put it that way. But this card here, the Eight of Hearts, is all about love possibly coming in. It can be considered like a gift from the universe, getting something kind of. But again, it's a working card. It's something that you have to work for. So this card comes in and really does say, if you want to move forward in any area of your life, whether it be love, spirituality, your job, your business, the harder you work, the more you're going to get. This card is all about an exchange of energy. Remember, when we turn 8 on its side, we get infinity. So that it really represents just an exchange of energy and how we exchange energy. So it's like when this card comes in, I always tell people to work their butt off. Work as hard as you possibly can this year on everything that you want. Again, with this Eight of Hearts, the harder we work, the more it comes back to us, and kind of the more of a benefit we see. And it benefits other things as well. So if you're looking for like a competitive advantage this year, like in business, I'm getting, this card would reward like learning a new skill that makes you more competitive in your field. Same thing goes with the job. If you're looking to become more competitive in the dating arena, to meet new people, to get married, whatever the case may be, again, this card rewards things like gaining knowledge, learning it, practice. This card rewards practice, and going out and dating a bunch of people and just learning and trying to do all those things. That's what this card rewards. And it's funny that I said, the whole Jack of Spades thing at the beginning there, being all about using your resources and using it's more than just Jack of Spades is just more than using your resources. It's like it's knowing how to use your resources and combine them, kind of like I said at the beginning, and combine resources, and even it's all about creating more resources out of nothing and learning how to take those things. So this card also rewards all of those things, kind of being very creative and molding your future really with this card. But again, it is work, so you do have to work. And the next card you have is the Ten of Hearts. Really great card. Another card, you have the 10, you have the 8, you have another 10. These cards represent work, plain and simple. They are the working card. So, like I said, very work-focused year, at least as far, from what I can see. Also, very love-focused year with these two very powerful love cards, as will bring, good focus on love. If you're with somebody, if you're currently coupled or married or, whatever, it would be it's going to be very positive year love wise for you if you're already in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, like I said, try to go out there and meet people, because love is definitely on the table for you this year, no doubt about it. But with this Ten of Hearts, this is traditionally this card is read as fortune after difficulty, having good things happen to you after a difficult period of time. Again, like I said, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but I really feel like the past challenges that we've all experienced for many years now are kind of leaving us behind, and the universe has again provided us with opportunities to improve our lives. But that means that you have to take advantage of these opportunities that come your way. You actually have to work for them. Like I said, I really want to stress that. I don't like when other psychics out there make it seem like these things just are going to magically appear in your life and you don't have to do anything for it. It's not realistic. It doesn't happen, and you have to pretty much work for everything. Unfortunately, I mean, I am extremely lazy myself, so I get not wanting to work too hard for things and just wanting things to move forward. But it's kind of like one of those things. If you put in the work this year, you'll be looking back and you'll be really, really happy that you did. But this is again fortune after difficulty, better times ahead. If you even what I'm getting now also is if you've been experiencing any court cases or anything like that, you could have some sort of ending in those court cases I'm getting right now. And sometimes it might not, for some of you it might not be an ideal situation, where you'd end up having to settle, or it might not just be like the perfect outcome that you were expecting, but it would be an overall, it would remove the situation from your life, which is sometimes more positive than just having to deal with it over and over and over again, the same situation. Like a court situation, courts make us stuck. I mean, when we are dealing with a court-like situation, it creates a feeling of being stuck inside of us because it's just like the same thing over and over, going back, going forth, arguing back and forth, all of this. It's just like passing back and forth. It's a game, why do you think they call it court? A court, like a basketball court. It's a game, back and forth, back and forth. So sometimes, even though those things end for us, it's good to remove it from our lives. So I'm getting that message for some of you as well. Next, you have the Nine of Clubs coming in. Great card, all about achievement, achieving things this year, being recognized even. If you're on social media, if you do anything on social media, if you do anything on YouTube even, you can get recognized. If you do anything, at work to stand out, you could very much stand out this year. And I will say that the Jack of Spades would create a bunch of opportunities for himself. Nines are all about opportunity. It's crazy that during my December readings, the word opportunity, like I said, came up about 6,000 times. And like I explained during those readings, I think the universe is providing us with a bunch of chances to become more successful and to experience some more positivity and some more great things to happen to us because of all the challenges that we've gone through. It's like we've moved through and now the universe is like, okay, now here's a bunch of things you want, but you have to take advantage of them. And the Jack of Spades there, coupled with this card right here, is all about giving yourself a bunch of chances and doing as many things as you possibly can to get noticed. So that's what I would do this year if I were you. I'd give yourself a bunch of chances. It's kind of one of those things where it's like if you have a YouTube channel with this card, you would want to create as many videos as you possibly can. You want to give yourself a billion chances to get noticed. And the same thing goes with work. Try to take on a little, side projects and things like that if you can at work to try to stand out. And, again, with the eights and the tens, one isn't going to do it. You're going to have to do it multiple times. But if you do, the rewards are going to be enormous. So take advantage of that. That'll really help you out. Finally, you end with the Queen of Clubs. And Queen of Clubs, another great card. A lot of kind of foresight with this card. A lot of just knowing things are going to happen. People who get the Queen of Clubs or any, pretty much Jack, Queen, King of Clubs, these people are typically born with knowledge, just born knowing things that they were never taught. And the Queen of Clubs comes in and says, take advantage of that. But also, the Queen of Clubs is the most psychic card in the deck, really. And she wants you to use your own psychic abilities this year to go throughout the year to learn, as much as you can, but also to take advantage of all these situations by using your intuition and trusting your gut with this card and do as much as you can. Like, just trust. It's kind of like trust your first instinct. Queen of Clubs, she doesn't question a thing. She just dives right into things and she just goes with her first feeling on everything. This goes for relationships, for work, for new jobs, all of that stuff. She just totally trusts herself, and her first gut feeling is what she would trust. So you're going to have a lot of situations coming up, so trust your gut and use your intuition. You're going to be really accurate this year, I believe, with this card especially. So thank you for watching. Again, feel free to watch the other two videos for your sign. I'm sure you might pick up bits and pieces in there that kind of resonate with you. But thank you for watching.